Hey guys, welcome to another episode of That Christian Vlogger, where you get to come and join me and experience faith in the first person. I haven't shot any vlogs in the last couple of days for a couple of reasons. Number one, New York seems like there's always something to shoot, something interesting, and the last couple of days I've honestly just been hanging out at home doing close to nothing. Well, that's not true, working from home, but not a lot of exciting things that have been going on right now. The other reason why I haven't really been shooting a lot of vlogs lately is because, as you know, Emily was sick while we were in New York, so we ended up taking her to the urgent care because her fever wouldn't break. She was coughing all the time. Turns out she had pneumonia. Thank you guys for your prayers for her, by the way. She is better, well, not better 100%, but she's back up on her feet. And so this last week, it's been a lot of working at home and staying home to take care of Emily. And that doesn't really speak for a very interesting vlog. Hey there.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Getting better?
Uh-huh.
Almost 100%?
Uh-huh.
Good. So I'm really excited to be able to share with you guys one of the recent upgrades to this channel. Usually when I shoot vlogs from home, I'm here sitting at my workspace. This is my jerry-rigged stand-up desk. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing. I'm kind of here in my room. This is the futon turned bed because Emily's been sick, and so we've been sleeping in separate rooms, so I don't also get pneumonia. But I've been trying to figure out a way that I can shoot videos from at home that will still be interesting, that will still be a blessing to you guys. And so this week I've been thinking of different ways to do that, and today I finally went to Home Depot, and I'm really excited to share with you guys this new in-home lighting system that I just bought. You can see right here I have a couple clamp lights, things like that, and I think that this is gonna be really cool. The quality of the in-home vlogs is about to go up. Ready? 1, 2, and... So this is what $100 at Home Depot and a little bit of elbow grease gets me in lighting. I think it's a really awesome setup. I'm really excited about it. Usually these in-home lighting systems that I found online are around $200 to $300 for just like the starting level. So I decided to make it a little bit lower budget, but I think it's something that's still really, really awesome. But those of you guys who have been hanging around for a while know that in every video I like to highlight a worship thought or a Bible verse that will hopefully be a blessing for you. Things that I've been thinking about throughout the day, and today I want to talk about obedience. In today's culture, obedience is one of those things that has a negative connotation. When we think of the word obedience, many times pictures like these come to mind. We think about parents who tell us what to do. We think about our bosses who only care about bossing us around and don't really seem to have our best interest in mind all the time. When we apply this mentality to our relationship with God, it can become really, really confusing when we think of verses that talk about the need for us to obey God. Many of us subconsciously have this idea about God that He's like a dictator who's only willing to feed us or to bless us if we do everything that He wants us to do. And obviously this is so far from the truth. Warning, nerd alert. One of my favorite movie franchises of all times is Star Wars. I still remember when I was a young kid and my father came to me and showed me the first original Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6. This was before the franchise was tainted and ruined with episodes 1, 2, and 3 when they invented terrible characters like Jar Jar Binks. And even though I'm one of those geeks that thinks that episode 1, 2, and 3 were horrible, there was one scene that stuck out to me for quite some time from episode number 1, The Phantom Menace. Sorry to all you Star Wars haters, I'm getting to the point. Anakin and Qui-Gon are just about to leave the planet of Tatooine. They're running towards the ship as a storm starts approaching, and Anakin, in classic fashion, starts complaining and yells out because he's tired, and Qui-Gon turns around and sees Darth Maul approaching Anakin. Darth Maul, by the way, is that really crazy looking demon-like thing with the horns and the coolest lightsaber ever. And the scene that sticks into my mind particularly is when Qui-Gon yells at Anakin to drop at the last moment. In fact, check it out, I'll show you guys.
Qui-Gon, sir, wait, I'm tired.
Anakin, drop! Go! Tell them to take off!
Coolest scene ever. Even as a kid, the thing that stood out most to me was how important it was for Anakin to listen to what Qui-Gon had said. Even just a second of complaining or questioning his new master would cause him to be dead. See, many times in our life, God calls us and nudges us towards something that's uncomfortable. Maybe it's getting a new job, changing majors in school, or moving to another state or even out of the country. And the truth of the matter is that when we don't understand why He's calling us to do these uncomfortable things, it makes it really difficult to obey. In 1 Samuel chapter 15, this is what the Bible says. It says that God doesn't delight in the sacrifices of bulls or sheep. He doesn't delight in all these kinds of burnt offerings, but what God really delights in is obedience. And it's pretty amazing because all the Jews knew at this moment was that when they made a mistake or when they were separated from God, the thing that they needed to do was to sacrifice a goat, to sacrifice a sheep, and then the relationship was restored. And in this verse, God is saying, no, that's not the most important thing. Obedience is. You see, when I'm at the crossroads in my life and I'm being called to do something that I don't quite understand, and I'm finding it difficult to just obey and throw my body into the sand at that last moment, this is what I try to focus on. I try to focus on that even though I don't know why I'm being called to do what I'm being called to do, I do know who is calling me to do it. I try and keep in mind that God is a self-sacrificing being of love who only ever calls me to do things for my own good. And even though I don't know why I'm being called to do it, I do know who is calling me to do it. And for me, that makes all the difference. So let me ask you guys, when God is calling you to do something uncomfortable and it's hard to obey, how do you get through that moment? How are you able to not listen to the voices that yell fear and doubt? And how are you able to listen to that voice that is calling you to believe? Anyways, that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think about this new video format in the comments below. So you don't really get to see what's going on throughout my day, but to some of you guys, that might be a plus. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Oh, real quick, before I forget, Trevor and Kian have been asking for prayer. They've been struggling for the last couple of months to find a job, and putting food on the table and paying the bills and things like that has become incredibly difficult. And so, Trevor, Kian, I want to let you know that I'm praying for you, and all of our viewers down below, we're praying for you as well. And I know that God has a plan, even though it doesn't seem clear at this moment. Trust and know that God is taking care of every one of your needs. If you have any other prayer requests for me, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to pray for you guys as we move forward. Until next time, guys, God bless, good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Share it with a friend if you've been blessed. We'll see you tomorrow. See ya.